Without further ado, bringing your first professional fighters out. This is a pro bantamweight bout. First of all, in the blue corner, representing Team Underground MMA, please welcome Tomasz Zdanowski.
And here we go, the professional section of this card here at Rise and Conquer 10. Live on livemma.co.uk. I've been Jake Smith, and alongside me all night has been Cage Warriors featherweight Harry Hardwick. Harry, what a night of fights we've had so far, and what a fantastic 4 fights we've got to shut this night out.
Yeah, the amateurs have really been spectacular tonight. The pros actually have a lot to live up to. The amateur card has been mint. But yeah, this is an exciting fight. Haywood, obviously, lots of fights on Rise and Conquer. Very exciting style, more like a karate style, big finisher. Whereas
Zdanowski, yeah, 3-0's an amateur. Look, bit of a deficit in the amateur sort of experience, but both men coming from a very good gym. I think we're in for a hell of a fight. Both guys down at bantamweight as well for the first time.
Yeah, Zdanowski, good Muay Thai style. I actually did just catch him warming up while I was out back, like looking powerful.
Yeah. Zdanowski steps in.
Hi, ladies and gents, could you please welcome his opponent into the red corner, representing TFT Sunderland, please welcome Nathan Little Red Haywood.
Scouting for girls at Rise and Conquer can only mean one thing, and that is the return of Little Red Nathan Haywood. Channeling his inner karate kid here as he makes a walk.
Key in a headband.
And here we go, soaking this all in. Nice to see Paul Harpin, who featured earlier on in this card, in the corner there tonight, alongside Andrew Fisher, and of course Sam Brown there as well.
I'll give you more Jack, I'll give you more hope.
Big night for both of these men, making their professional debuts here at Rainton Meadows Arena. Nathan Haywood looking to keep the TFT party going in here tonight. Zdanowski looking to put a stop to that. Both men are in tremendous shape as well, Harry.
Yeah, like I've cornered against Haywood a few times, and I've seen him fight for ages. Like, he did used to fight at lightweight in his earlier amateur fights, and just through all these years of training, he's trimmed down, and he's now making his bantamweight, his pro debut at bantamweight.
Hi, ladies and gents, once again, this is the first of our professional card. This is a pro bantamweight bout. Introducing your fighters, first of all, in the blue corner. Age 29, standing at 5'7" tall. He's making his pro debut. He's from Poland by way of London, representing Team Underground MMA. He weighed in at 61.8 kilograms. Please welcome Tomasz Zdanowski. Facing him across the cage is his opponent in the red corner. He's age 24, stands at 5'9" tall. He's also making his pro debut from Durham, representing TFT MMA. He weighed in at 61.8 kilograms. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for Nathan Little Red Haywood. This is your first pro fight with Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Your referee is Paul Crossley.
Here we go.
Both men raring to go.
What a fight we could be in for here. Underway, touch of gloves.
Tomasz managed to get a lot of distance covered there before the fight had actually started. Very, very sneaky.
Nice knee stomp there almost from Haywood.
Using the knee stomp fake. Oh, beautiful lead high kick.
Leg kick from Haywood. Side kick, lovely, pushes Tomasz back. Haywood takes the centre of the cage.
He's actually being very settled and reserved, Haywood. Not burning out too much energy right away. He's picking his shots.
Lovely high kick going upstairs.
Bit of sweet chin music.
Good work from both men here, jockeying for position. Jostling to see who can get who's back up against the fence.
Good head position from Haywood. Getting his head into the jaw of Zdanowski.
Nice pressure here. Of course, both these men moving into 5-minute rounds as opposed to 3 now. We are in this professional section of the card. Be interesting to see how that alters the style of the fight.
Good knees being landed. There's been a few interesting elbows landed by Tomasz in these exchanges. Nathan starting to fake.
Of course, sorry.
No, after you.
I'm just going to say, of course, those elbows and knees are all allowed now in these professional rule sets.
Nathan faked like he was going to spin there. I think he's just testing the water with that for now. He keeps getting those knee stomps off.
Switches the leg there. Lovely
Beautiful
front kick from Haywood.
That landed really well, and Zdanowski is just firing back.
Unbelievable from Zdanowski. What a chin. Nathan getting a bit overzealous there, over-firing. What a chin on Tomasz Zdanowski to still be standing off that. He took that flush in the face and then just came forward and strikes
now
his own.
firing back. Good knee to the head and gone for the elbow, but Haywood stayed very calm there.
This is living up to exactly what we thought this would be. Both men, very experienced, very established strikers.
Haywood just constantly jabbing at that lead leg.
Lovely reply to Zdanowski's leg kick with that backhand straight through the middle.
Haywood going to his wrestling. Grabbing in on the single leg. Zdanowski keeps landing those little chopping elbows. Very good strike. Interesting change of tactics from Haywood.
This is one hell of a work rate both men are putting on here. How are you the pro fighter yourself? I mean, to keep this up over 15 minutes, difficult task for anybody, you know?
Oh, it's awful. It's 15 minutes is far too long to be doing all this for. But
Both men will try and have it done before then, of course.
Definitely. Well, Haywood nearly did with that sweet chin music. That's lead side kick to the face. Cracking shot. Amazing chin on Zdanowski for taking it.
Ideal this now for Zdanowski just to be up here against the cage, get sort of collect his thoughts again from a couple of big strikes.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to end up on his back, and he definitely doesn't want Haywood on his back, which Haywood is working for now.
Looks like he has one hook in, maybe a bit too high. Zdanowski try and shake him off
He's a
here.
little bit too high, but Haywood's just opted for a single hook.
Done a good job there to reposition himself on the back.
He's now getting a little bit Tomasz can now grab his head. But Haywood has just kept that one hook in. He's kept it good. He's using his arms to underhook.
What should both men be doing here to try and advance their positions in it?
Well,
Haywood do exactly that, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Managed to get his head free and scoot his hips back, and now he's just opting for a single hook back control. And now he's just abandoning the hook and he's going for more of a wrestling style ride. There's no chance of him slipping off the top when he's not got the hooks in and he's on the side like this. And he's just using it to land shots, tire Zdanowski out. The crowd shouting for knees. It's not that easy. Haywood immediately back to the southpaw stance and using that very dexterous lead leg.
Did bounce somewhat now out of Nathan.
Zdanowski also shaking his arms out a little. That was a heavy grappling exchange.
Lovely little tie elbow on the way in. Nathan with a little bit of showboat and stomps on the knee. Backhand.
That 1-2 goes back to the wrestling. Beautiful double leg.
Lovely work from Nathan Haywood there. Lands a
Beautiful.
big takedown with just 10 seconds left of the round. And what an opening round that has been so far.
Very high pace from both lads.
We said we were hoping the pros were going to live up to the pace and the way the fights have been going so far. These two men certainly are.
Definitely. It's going to be interesting to see who that was worse for, like who that took more out of. Because obviously Zdanowski was underneath Haywood and taking his weight, but those were some big, strong wrestling movements that Haywood had to do to get Zdanowski down. So it's going to be interesting to see who is fresher now, who has more in the tank, who has more push left.
I would say, looking at the breathing, arguably Zdanowski is looking the fresher of the two men. It's interesting though, isn't it? It's a pro debut for both men. You're coming out, you want to make an impression, you want to put out there and put on a good show. But at what cost is that if you go all guns blazing first round?
It's just like, especially like the first time you do them in competition, 5-minute rounds can like feel shockingly long. Like, you can get used to them in the gym all you like, but when you're in there, they feel a lot longer.
Glance there in Zdanowski's corner, seemed to be not happy with the way he was coming in. Seeing he's coming in very straightforward. They want to see him working some more angles. Entering his strikes.
He did get a decent body shot off there.
Shake of the head from Haywood, which normally suggests yes, that landed and yes, I felt it. Both men feeling out for distance here. Haywood really trying to utilise.
Haywood again with that lead leg, but this time Zdanowski countered in combination and is firing back.
Wipe of the hands on the shorts there.
Now Haywood going to more traditional low kicks, traditionally just calf kicking now, instead of that side kick. And again Haywood goes back to his wrestling. He's got that double leg and he's got the dump.
Takedown again. This is good work from Haywood here, but Zdanowski doing a good job as well. Look, staying calm, staying relaxed. Nathan Haywood here looking to advance his position.
Using good head position here.
So difficult for Zdanowski where he's
giving his
positioned.
back up. Haywood is attacking now. Yeah, it's very difficult because pretty much every get up puts you at risk of something. So yeah, it's a high energy movement and you're almost electing to put yourself in danger, but it's got to be done to get yourself back to your feet, to get yourself back in the fight.
Nathan again possibly a little bit too high on the back there. Now so you're going to look to shake him off.
They're very slippy and sweaty now. Good job posting on his hands by Haywood to stop himself falling all the way over and onto the ground.
I'm a big fan of Zdanowski's forward pressure. Lovely takedown from Nathan Haywood.
That's the thing. If you just start marching forward, that's what you're leaving yourself more vulnerable to. Good strikes by Haywood.
Interesting to watch how this fight develops as well. Both men generally going to the scorecards in their amateur career. If not, it'll be third round finishes. Of course, you're looking at an extra 6 minutes across the whole fight. How much do you think experience is playing a part in this? Zdanowski, 3 amateur fights before turning pro, to Nathan 16.
I mean, it's definitely a big factor. I can't say that went under the chin. I'm not sure, and he's going more for the bulldog choke. Zdanowski's got on that single, but it's across the face. Very
right
nice
hand
uppercut. Letting go of the choke and firing that uppercut in, but then
Zdanowski looking at tying the choke of his own here.
And he's firing his shots off.
This is some high-paced professional action.
Now, Zdanowski going for his own takedown, but a beautiful switch by Haywood. Just took the momentum out of Zdanowski's takedown attempt, enough for Haywood to be able to get to the back.
What does Zdanowski need to be doing here? Look, he's shelled up.
I mean, try Granby roll, try like Peterson roll, sit through. Oh, beautiful shots by Haywood.
Zdanowski needs to watch here. He's not offering a lot back. Not particularly intelligently defending himself there either. Haywood's took the opportunity to try and take the back. Open hand slap there.
That could be heard very clearly from over here.
Suplex from Haywood.
It's just demoralising for Zdanowski as well.
With a suplex like that though, landing on your head the way Nathan did, doesn't feel great, no?
I mean, it probably wasn't great for either of them, but it looks cool.
That certainly does. And you want your pro debut to be eye-catching, and that's certainly what Haywood's looking for. Both men visibly
Beautiful knee into the right hand. Man, there is fatigue setting in for both of these fighters, but it has been a horrendous pace.
Good work from both men. There's been a couple instances in the second round where they've almost both just paused just to take a breath themselves and sort of recalculate. I think there's going to be a lot of lessons learned from both men here in this bout, irrespective of the result. Zdanowski looking for a choke here.
Yeah, Haywood seems to be fighting the grip.
And he's out.
This is not a good position for Zdanowski. If Nathan Haywood can get that wrist right and get that hip pressure and land some strikes.
10 seconds left of this second round.
Haywood.
Lovely.
That did not hit the head.
I don't believe that hit the head either. I thought that was to the body.
Fair play for trying it. But it did not look like it hit the head there.
That did not look at all like it was to the head. Of course, strikes like that, 100% legal as long as they are to the body. Them soccer kicks, if you like, as long as it's to the body, it's allowed.
Yeah. I feel like the way Nathan was sort of gesturing before it. Nathan looks like he might be sick.
Nathan looks very, very tired and like he could very, very well be sick here. Oh,
no, he looks alright.
Joking, there we go. Right, that didn't look good for a second there, but apologies. Both men look extremely, extremely tired. Put on a fantastic 10 minutes so far. Nathan,
and then he's got some energy.
Let's go.
Yeah, man. So he gone from looking like he was about to vomit to getting in his opponent's face and shouting "let go" in the space of about 5 seconds.
And here we go. 5 minutes to decide this professional bantamweight bout.
Back to that lead leg side kick. Tomasz just marching forward and firing his shots. He's got to be careful not to. I was about to say he's got to be careful not to give his hips, but he's just shotting himself. Haywood going for that switch again.
Very close to getting it. This has been a thoroughly entertaining opening bout for this Rise and Conquer 10 professional main card, of course. 3 fights to go after this one. Less than 5 minutes now to decide the winner.
Back in on that double. The switch worked temporarily, but Zdanowski managed to just keep crawling, keep working, keep grinding through, get back to that double. He just needs to get into a position where he can land some strikes.
Possibly 2 rounds down on the card, but Zdanowski's grit and determination has been incredible. He's not stopped coming forward.
Haywood has a really, really good guillotine and he's got a good line in like front headlock chokes. Zdanowski's got to be very careful of where he puts his head here. And Nathan's using
lovely knee to the body. That hurts Zdanowski.
Haywood getting back to the back. Getting back to the slaps.
I've been very impressed with Nathan's positional awareness as well. When he realises he's too high, that looks deep. When he realises he's too high on the back, again, slips off.
Going back for that bulldog choke and then
needs to get that leg out.
Potentially giving his back again with that same bulldog choke sequence. They're almost too slippy for that kind of technique at this point. Knees from Tomasz. Nathan just pressing his man up against the fence now.
Huge right hand. Oh, he drops Zdanowski.
And it's
all
over.
over. Nathan Haywood makes a perfect start to his professional career.
Beautiful uppercut on the break. Perfectly well timed. Broke Zdanowski down. Paul Hartburn making his way to the top of the cage as well, because he had a win tonight, he may as well.
Look, yes he did. Nathan's dad, Clive, celebrating. exhausted, but what a fight that was.
It's tiring stuff fighting, it really is.
We're going to go in and get a word off Nathan.
All right, ladies and gents, could you please put your hands together for both of our guys inside the cage? What a way to make your pro debut. In the final round, we have your winner by way of TKO. And your winner, in the red corner, Nathan Little Red Haywood. Also, ladies and gents, your runner-up, Tomasz Zdanowski. All right, ladies and gents, just before anybody goes anywhere, Nathan Haywood, it's your pro debut. We've got Jake Smith wants to ask you a couple of questions.
Ladies and gentlemen, with your winner Nathan Haywood.
Yes, Shayna.
Nathan, what a fight. I mean, 5 minutes, exhausting. How was that for you?
Well, I'm fucked. Absolutely done in, but I've got 15 minutes for anyone. That's fat.
What's next for you now?
Fuck knows. I'm a bit small. Might go down to 57, might not. I'm still big enough to fight with these, so might do a few more this weight. Active, get some more wins, start being a contender with like the top bantamweights in the country, really.
Finally, just a quick word on your opponent there as well, Tomasz Zdanowski. He's tough as a come there tonight.
He had about 1 million opportunities just to lift his chin. No one would have known he quit except him and his team, but he didn't. He stuck in there. So big respect to him, all of the underground lads. Thanks very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner Nathan Haywood.
Ladies and gents, that's Jake Smith from Fight and Talk.